Ah, that's more like it.
Yeah, that feels right.
Now I have my co-host here with me.
The beautiful, lovely Sarah.
You should have brushed your hair though. It looks like you have, what do they call it?
Bedhead?
Sex hair?
What?
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 Well, this is episode 48. It's crazy. This is Sarah's first non-episode, but just kidding. She's right there.
I'm literally right here. What are you talking about?
There's no one to look at over there.
I know. Alex isn't here today. It's so weird. He's usually right there.
He's usually there.
I can make eye contact with him.
But no, yeah, a lot of people love Alex in the show, and this is my first episode without Sarah because she's on maternity leave. And I thought, let's give people what they want, but not too much, you know. Just a little.
Just a taste.
Just a little tease of Alex this week. This is Alex. He sits over there, and he's not in camera. And I'm shocked you didn't bring any
Snacks?
Don't call them snacks. Snacks is like candy, and M&Ms is like, I'm talking croissants.
I did bring a Chipotle burrito, but I ate that in the car.
That would have been insane. First episode, and you're just eating Chipotle. Seems like something you'd do.
I would. But I did bring something else.
Oh.
Little gift, but it is very late. It was supposed to be when Sarah was still here, but it didn't come in time during that time to give it to Sarah as well. So this is belated, but
I got a new co-host, and then I got a gift.
Exactly. Yeah. So here it is. This is very late. This was weeks ago.
It feels kind of heavy. Okay, so either there's a lot of money in here, which would make a lot of sense for you to give me, or
I live with my parents. How do I have all this money to give you, Aleena? I'm Sarah.
Oh my God. That's really going to confuse this episode.
Yeah, I get it.
Especially when I talk about periods.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk about how the process of giving birth was. Yeah. Oh, how we're synced up as well. But yeah.
Or it's going to play a sound when I open it.
It might do both.
And you want to know why I know that?
Why? Did you see this one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's a little gerbil, and it says stop. It's a card. I'm saying this to the camera, but this is for the audio listeners. Yeah. So yeah, I'm nervous.
Don't be. There's $1 million in there.
It's a vibrator.
I got you 2 little roses.
So Valentine's Day has passed, but I see you've held on to this for quite some time.
Well, it was supposed to come in a long time ago.
It's very, you know what I'm a big believer in? Okay, I'll get to this. It says hamster time. It's a hamster.
And then it played.
It's got sweatpants on.
It played, you can't touch this.
It says, you can't touch this. Here's hoping nothing can touch how cool your Valentine's Day is. Do you want me to read what you were?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Wow, your writing is
sloppy. Because I had a tough time writing it with the hamster not playing.
Were you holding on to dear life on a pull-up bar while you wrote this? Thank you guys for letting me be part of this wonderful show. Love y'all, Alex. That's very sweet. But if you could see his handwriting,
it is sloppy.
It's some are italics and some are not, which is what I think is very interesting here. But thank you. Let me do it again.
Of course. We'll have to mute this for the audio list for YouTube.
Yeah. He is on beat. Okay, so I'm a big believer in buying cards for different occasions. Mm-hmm. Like you just get the card based off of what you want to say.
Oh, that's nice.
And or how it looks and the message inside versus like the Happy Valentine's Day or happy, I'll get congrats on your baby boy for like a birthday.
Yeah.
Because I think that's better.
Yeah.
It's especially if the card is cute.
Yeah.
And maybe the message is cute. So I appreciate the Valentine's Day card, even though it's not Valentine's Day.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Sarah. Sarah would have loved this.
Yeah.
Damn, when we talk about her, it's like she's not with us, but
she's gone.
She's with us.
Yeah, in spirit.
She's gonna be back. All right, episode 48. You know what that means.
Almost over the hill.
You also know what that means.
What does that mean?
Come on, Sarah.
What does that mean?
4 plus 8.
Oh yeah, equals 12.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I loved that you counted.
Yeah.
2.
Well, as Sarah, I have to do the math on my hands and fingers.
Yeah, yeah. I made these.
You did?
Because this is now two. We haven't been back in our place for 2 episodes, and I thought if we're gonna have a comeback episode, well, the lighting in here is much better. In case you guys didn't notice, insane upgrade. But for our comeback to the original set, I thought we had to have flowers.
Of course.
And
in spirit of the comeback.
I didn't make these for myself to look at. I made them specifically for AWSF episode today. Because I'm going out of town, so
Adorable.
Yeah.
These flowers are just like the ones in our logo.
That's why I did it in the logo, because they're one of my favorite flowers. You know what it is?
Sunflower? No, those aren't sunflowers. What are those?
Chamomile.
Ah.
I think if I grind these up, I could use it in tea. I haven't done it yet because I'm worried that I may trip.
does that happen with chamomile?
But it could happen with plants that you put in your tea.
Not like any plant. It's not like you put mint in your tea and you're a tripping sack.
You could.
I guess you could.
You could. It's weird. Sarah doesn't usually have a necklace that looks like that.
Sarah doesn't usually have a necklace at all. Sarah usually doesn't have a penis either. Speaking of penises, what is this? This is a dick. These are little penis head flowers.
Those are coffee beans.
What?
Not real coffee beans, but that's what they're called.
That's so confusing.
What, do you think they look like dicks?
They look like the head of a penis.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, stop touching it like that. Why did you do that?
I don't know. Why are they called coffee beans?
He touched all of the heads like immediately after he said that they look like a peni. Is it peni?
Penises?
Multiple penises?
I guess peni. I don't know. I've never heard
Let's give a quick RIP to the branch we lost.
RIP to
we lost some leaves on there.
It's because I knocked into it so many times.
And hopefully the top one will be unscathed. We'll never have a guest that high up.
Unless Yao Ming comes in on the podcast.
Yeah. But it's quite sad. Shall we talk about something?
We shall.
Listen, we also missed the frog.
Yeah, we didn't have him down at Sarah's.
And this is not as girthy. So the frog can't sit in there.
Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable putting him in there.
Yeah, he would have drowned today.
Yeah, that would have been a sad occasion.
I'd like to talk about something that we often argue about.
Yeah, very recently.
So I have a method that I see. There's no one for me to look at.
I know. We should just have Noel sit there.
Noel is probably gaming.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. He's working. He's working a lot, okay? Yeah. He does game sometimes.
It's earned.
And I have to be like, it's fine. He works really hard. He deserves to game. But sometimes I'm like, can you just stare at me instead? Can we just stare at each other?
That's fair.
Can we just embrace each other's bodies in a cuddle
Embrace
session?
each other's bodies in a cuddle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually, yeah.
Should we talk about everything that bothers us about Noel?
Yeah,
since it's our mutual.
Just 45 minutes of us complaining about Noel?
Yeah.
We could definitely do that.
When he leaves his socks in the living room.
He did leave them there for a while.
Yeah, you wait to see how long.
I noticed. I said it earlier this week.
It almost seems petty sometimes when I leave them because I see them every hour and I'm leaving them, but you have to do that with people who...
You have to send a message.
You have to send a message, and you also have to, like, they don't know. There's certain people that don't even see it. Like, when I walk out into the living room, I don't see like a beautiful living room. I see a crumb and a sock and some Vaseline. Those
the weirdest combination.
Well, Noel loves Vaseline.
Oh yeah, those tubs are always out.
He loves, and he can't leave the house without them. He will turn around to go get them. He loves his Vaseline. So they're usually just kind of always roaming around. And
are you and Sarah always touching knees like this? Is this your knee that I'm hitting right here?
that's my foot.
Oh.
It's my shoe.
Okay.
It's not actually my foot.
Gotcha.
But I don't think her knees are as long as your knees.
That's true. I've got long legs.
Oh, knees.
Yeah.
I just called it.
Yeah,
You have long ass knees. Yeah, I usually do put, because I sit with my legs folded, so my leg is usually just kind of on her lap.
You're seeing like crisscross applesauce right now?
Just one side.
I couldn't do that.
Because I have a penis.
No, I mean because it's so cramped right here.
Oh, okay.
I say crisscross all the time.
I thought you were doing a mansplaining moment.
No, I can't cover my balls and cock because it's just so
I
massive.
can never take a middle seat because I can never put my legs
Well,
together.
I can't take a middle seat because my legs are so long. It is uncomfortable. My knees touch the seat in front of me if I sit in like a middle seat, and then I'll have to like man spread.
Let's hear some problems in life from being tall.
From being tall, I mean, flying sucks. Flying always sucks. I usually try to get like an exit row or something so that I can try to have.
What do you do with your legs? Do they go open? Do they go to the left side? Do they go to the right side?
Yeah, it just depends on where I'm seated. Like if I'm seated in the aisle, I'll kind of lean to the left so
Just
my legs
stick your legs out and trip everyone walking by?
No, I'll pull it back in and out because it's so uncomfortable. If I don't have enough legroom, I'll do that. Usually I will pay like $20 more to get the extra legroom.
What about like when you walk through doors?
You think I'm just like strutting like a wide leg that it hits the outside of the door frames?
Top.
What door frames that I'm walking through that are tall?
Are you having trouble with your hair?
My hair is just so long today. Usually I have it up. Today I just decided to wear it down.
It's not brushed, so it's spiking into your mouth.
Again, I tried to look good. I tried to brush it, but this is just one of those days where it doesn't look great. Yeah, maybe if I tuck it behind the headphones a little bit, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Usually I put my hair up for the pod, but I thought that it would look nice down today, but apparently somebody doesn't think so.
This is going to be great because I'm going to have a bunch of episodes with different people and they're all going to wear this wig and it's just going to get more and more disheveled as time goes on.
It's just been sitting in a box in the garage for weeks now.
Is disheveled like shoveling?
No.
Does it have anything to do with the shovel? Like, does a shovel make something disheveled?
I think it's spelled differently, so I have to say no.
Like
Merriam?
There's no Merriam.
We'll wait for him to get back to us.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't hit your head in door frames or anything?
On planes, like if I have to walk through not like a big jet plane, I'll have to like tilt my head down sometimes.
Maybe
like
if
that.
you're going into like a little kid's playground.
Yeah, I frequent kids' playgrounds on the weekends.
I don't have any trouble with kids' playgrounds.
Except you're not legally allowed around them, right? Ever since that. Never mind, we shouldn't put that in the podcast. So number 1 on the list, popping ears.
You said that as if there's actually something.
I know.
Like really.
Yeah, no. Aleena is
really
fully allowed
great.
to be around children. There's no.
That's why I don't have any.
Yeah, yeah. The state wouldn't allow you to have kids. Come on. All right, number 1, popping ears.
Well, we don't say number 1. There's no numbers on the list.
All right, the first bullet.
Okay, so I told Alex that my ears were blocked one day, and he says, "Okay, why don't you just pop your ears?" I'm like, "How do you do it?" And he does this thing
that
basically
most people do.
You're scuba diving or something, like that dance that people do.
Oh yeah,
like yeah, that's what you do. To pop your ears. And I was like, that doesn't really work.
I mean, it does. It works every time.
No, we pulled.
Who
pulled many people.
Whoa! Who did we pull?
Okay, show everyone what you did.
Okay, so I go like this.
He puts his hand on his nose.
Hand over my nose, and I blow out on my nose. My ears just popped. Both ears just popped.
Okay.
And that was totally fine.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for me, and everyone that I've pulled says that also doesn't work. You're just basically pinching your nose.
I think we pulled Will at the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago, and he said he does that too.
No, he does what I do.
No, he does, but he's seen how to do the other one, and he says it works as well.
Okay, and this is what I do.
He doesn't do what you do. He does it very more with a much more straight, normal face.
I think I do it pretty normal. Okay, ready?
Okay,
ready?
Look at the camera when you do this.
My ears pop.
I don't understand how that pops your ears. You just made a scary face.
I didn't make a scary face.
Yes, you did. So, how does that pop your ears? Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Okay, hold on. This is serious.
Was that your foot again?
I'll move it. No?
No. That doesn't do anything for me. This does not do anything for me.
It was funny because we were in a group setting and someone said that their ears were popped and Alex was like, "Oh, this is what I do." And I just immediately from across the room, No one does that. Stop trying to make that happen.
It's literally, and everybody does that thing. I think more people would be surprised at your technique. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But surprisingly, Will did do the same thing, but I thought that you kept your mouth closed, or he keeps his mouth closed. Yeah, you used to do the mouth closed one. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. No.
I do both. Both.
That's not a normal thing.
You know what I noticed?
What?
It's a little quieter in here.
It is.
You know why?
Why?
You're not laughing.
That's true.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so pull. Do you pop your ears like A? Go ahead.
With your
No,
nose.
just do it. No one even knew what you did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you have to explain it. You don't need to explain it.
So you do it without explaining.
Or
it
do you
also.
pop your ears like B?
No one knows what you did either. If you don't explain it with using words.
They could hear it.
Oh my god. Also, I can't do that one because I think Noel has the same thing, right? TMJ, where you're
Everyone has TMJ.
That's not true at all. Not everybody has TMJ. My jaw locks up. I need to wear a retainer at night so it shifts over because my jaw will move to the right and like look crooked if it doesn't.
I think I have TMJ.
You think you have everything when we explain an illness?
But I think a dentist has said I have it.
And when you open your mouth, does your jaw
It
click
clicks,
and does
yeah.
it lock and you can't close it?
Not right
Like this is
now.
mine.
I can't. Oh, stop it! Okay, enough.
So see, that's TMJ. Yeah.
But mine does lock when I'm in the middle of talking and I go to try to get it back.
Gotcha.
That's TMJ, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Many, many, many episodes later,
Yeah.
it appears that you have watched a movie
I have.
that I asked you to watch. Also, what's
Yeah.
funny was before we recorded this, Alex and I, because he usually comes here early and like sets everything up, and him and I have time to like talk about podcast stuff before Sarah gets here. And today he came and we couldn't talk to each other.
No, we couldn't.
I said, save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Save it for the pod.
Usually I'm saying that to Sarah and Aleena. I'm saying save it for the pod.
Yeah.
By the
Well,
way, when I was
you're
giggling
saying it to Sarah because
Yeah.
Sarah's trying to always talk to me beforehand.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly. And when we say it's time to go, she starts talking. I'm like, no. This would be perfect for the podcast.
Yeah.
Just wait 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually we have to hold it for the pod. But now, since Sarah's not here, you and I had to wait it for the pod. And we did. And I have bad news for you.
I don't want to hear it. You know what? I'm going to wait till I have another guest to talk about it.
No way.
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
It was my favorite movie of the year. It was the movie.
Okay, it's March.
No. It came out last year, I mean.
It was your favorite movie of 2022.
Yes. Here, I'm going to show you a photo of me after I watched the movie. Aleena.
You cried?
Aleena,
You cried?
I didn't cry. I wept like the entire. So first of all, there's gonna have to be a little bit of spoilers because before watching this, you spoiled a little bit for me.
Well, yeah.
But I know. But so going into that,
But
knowing that. Okay. So we're gonna jump to something. If you want to miss after sun spoilers,
Well,
wait for later.
if you've seen this episodes already, then you've already seen the spoiler.
I
So we're
guess.
gonna unspoil.
Oh, but was that in the episodes?
I don't know.
Okay, but.
Okay, well, Alex is just thinking
Yeah.
of everyone's. You
Yeah,
know.
I watched it last night. This was me after the movie, Aleena. This was me during the movie.
I wish that was me.
Aleena, I was in shambles. So I went into the movie. I watched it last night at 1 a.m. and I went into the movie.
Well, did you do any drugs?
Yeah, so I was you got ahead of me. I smoked weed outside on the balcony and I went inside and watched the movie.
Okay, well, you can't be.
This is like
inhibited.
I can totally be inhibited.
Is that the right word?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or no, is it uninhibited? Uninhibited. Being inhibited.
So regular life, you're inhibited.
Yeah, everybody's inhibited. And then you're like, isn't that a lyric like, lose your inhibitions?
Crazy.
And so,
You think I know lyrics?
no, of course not. But so that's
So right now I'm inhibited.
yes, inhibited. Not
Just
inhibited.
inhibited.
No, inhibited.
Hibbity hop.
Hibbity hop.
Okay.
But so yeah, I was uninhibited and going into the movie knowing that
We're talking about After Sun in case we
Yeah.
didn't say it.
oh yeah. And spoilers now, but going into the movie you had told me that that he kills himself or that it's alluded to that he kills himself. So
What do you think happens?
I think he eventually kills himself.
Yeah.
And that's part of the last scene where she's in the club. Also, that scene when that music came on, so
When they did the dance together?
Yes.
Yeah, I got little goosebumps, but no tears came out.
So when we talked about lyrics, like in one of the first episodes, I'm not sure if you asked me on the podcast, but you asked about lyrics that meant a lot to me, and it's Under Pressure was the song that I was thinking of. that song that was playing, it's because Under Pressure is known for like the bass line, like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
That's what the song's known for, but the lyrics are like super like they're very moving when you listen to them about love and about how to treat people, like how to love others, like you have to change the way, like it's just they're very emotional
That's
lyrics.
what the song's about?
Yeah, so
I thought it was just like a pot on the stove.
No, here, let me
Under pressure.
No, it's about like pressure cooking, pressing down on me, pressing down on you. No man asked for pressure that that brings a building down, tears a family in two, puts people on streets, and then it's just a very like the lyrics are about like you think about.
Oh,
this,
what's
like,
the way to measure pressure?
PSI.
PS.
Pressure per square inch. But so those lyrics are super like meaningful and sweet lyrics, and I had an experience that was like super touching to me. So like these lyrics when
okay, what
dancing,
if the song was The Weeknd? I Feel It Coming. Would you have cried?
Regardless, I was crying before then anyway. I was crying way earlier.
Did you feel like it was slow?
I mean, it was slow, but that was how it was supposed to be.
Okay. Did you feel?
I thought that it was. I loved every bit of it.
Did you feel like you weren't sure what you were watching?
No, I knew what I was watching. I felt like I was watching somebody's memories.
Did you think?
Okay,
but you didn't think
memories.
anything was gonna happen.
No, I thought that this was just gonna be like one of those movies where it's all about the characters and.
See, but all I knew going into the movie was that it was one of the best movies of the year, and that it would make me cry.
Yeah, and I knew that he killed himself, and it would make me cry.
So
I kept.
I think I was watching all of the scenes with the young girl, expecting like maybe something traumatic to happen or something to have happened.
Okay, yeah.
And so it was just very slow. You're just watching people's memories.
Yeah, I get that.
And then also when he runs to the beach, like is that foreshadowing he drowns?
No,
he drowns?
So I think that was him attempting there and then like chickening out.
But it never showed him coming back.
So that's why like that is one of those things where watching the movie thinking that like, so when I was watching the movie, I'm thinking, okay, this guy's going to kill himself at the end of the movie and this is their last holiday together. So watching that and thinking, so like when they're doing karaoke and he doesn't go down, I'm crying at that moment because I'm like, oh my God, like he's blowing this. Like for a movie that like focuses on like depression and suicidal ideation, if you've ever like had those thoughts and like fought those thoughts as a person, like it's really like it feels very well done, and it feels like the moment where Sophie is on the bed and she's talking about like, you know how sometimes you feel down sometimes and like just after a nice day like you're just wiped and everything feels tired and you feel tired, and then he sits there and he's looking in the mirror and he's like deciding whether or not to open up, and instead he goes, well, we're here for a happy time, and then he spits in the
all
mirror.
the books that are out or like meditate, like they show all the books that he has are all about meditation and he says something that he didn't think he was going to even be around till that age.
Being around to that age. So watching the movie and already thinking about it in that way, all those things felt super on the nose, like the frustration in himself when he spits in the mirror, like that he can't do it, like he can't even open up to her, all that kind of stuff. Like it all just felt so well done. And then like, so then watching with that in mind and seeing him not sing karaoke with her, seeing him want to dance with her, seeing him try to do all these things, knowing that might be the last time he does this with her, was like super like overwhelming.
Do karaoke.
He doesn't do karaoke, but they do that. So when I'm watching the karaoke, knowing that he's gonna kill himself, I'm like, just do the karaoke with her. I was like, come on, do the karaoke. And then like so many of the things just like felt like so like touching, like the thing about the sky where she's like, isn't it pretty? Like I like to think about how the fact that even if we're apart, we both share the same sky. Like no matter where you are in the world, you share the sky together. Sophie said that to her dad at one point. Yeah. And my mom used to say that to me all the time when I used to go to camp. She said, no matter what, like if you look at the moon, we'll be looking at the same moon. So we'll be connected because that's there for both of us. So there were just a lot of things about the movie that really touched me. So when Under Pressure came on, and that's like one of my favorite songs because I love the lyrics, I was a fucking mess, just like sobbing. And like literally like...
that scene in general just was the best scene of the movie.
Yeah.
So... And I can understand if you like the song. Yeah, I don't know. I really want, I want to just too slow for me.
But I totally get that also. I mean,
especially
it is slow.
If I want to cry.
Yeah. And
I need a little bit more of a gut punch.
And yeah, it isn't like Manchester by the Sea or what you've seen that one. That one's like has like similar like depression, like whatever, but that's much, there's more, it's more, it shows more, like, or yeah, like, or it tells more, like there's more dialogue, there's more action, there's more explaining. This one is definitely just like showing, it doesn't tell as much of like what's happening behind the scenes in their mind and stuff like that. So I could totally see people being bored
I
of it.
appreciated that it wasn't so, what's the word? You know, some movies are just so scripted and laid out for you exactly what you're supposed to feel in each scene and as the movie progresses. So that was cool, but I think just going into a crying movie, I just needed more.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like Marley and Me. Like, it's not one of those type of movies.
Yeah. Oh man, Marley.
Yeah,
and
that
Me.
gets you. Yeah, that gets me too.
I will never watch that again.
I don't think I will either. That was upsetting.
Anyway.
Yeah, moving on.
Deep dark time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you felt something and you got to cry out of it.
Oh, I got a huge. I was genuinely worried that I was going to say the Sarah thing. I was worried I was going to come in here with puffy eyes. And
now
looking
that's
horrible.
all that's left is Sarah's opinion.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I don't think she was going to love it.
No, I don't think she's ever going to watch it.
No, I also don't think she'll watch it either.
Because every time she's like, she does have a point. She's like, you set the mood, but she's going to be listening to this. So Sarah, now that you know what Alex thinks, and you know the whole movie, watch it and let us know. Also, what are you up to right now? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Changing a diaper?
I was going to ask, probably.
Not getting any sleep?
Yeah, exhausted.
Parenthood. I want to talk about something.
Yeah.
What are these isms?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so my isms. I tried to think of some isms of yours and Sarah's that I have. And one that I thought came to mind was...
What is an ism?
I just like stuff that you guys do. Mannerisms, kind of. Or just like more just things that
I spell that right?
Yeah, I mean, that was the way that I would have thought of it. But
was the apostrophe good too?
It's perfect.
Okay.
It plays perfectly.
Okay, good.
I was thinking prima donna. I always thought that was pre-Madonna.
It is.
No. I thought it was before, like spelled like before
like
Madonna.
BC.
Yeah. Like that, he or she is a pre-Madonna.
Is a diva.
Yeah. It like I always, but I thought it was a reference to Madonna. I always thought it was pre-Madonna, like she's being a prima donna, like diva, but it's prima donna, like Prima.
Oh, it's not Madonna.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I thought might happen. Yeah, I thought it was that, but it's prima donna. It's like Italian or something. I don't know.
How dare they use Madonna's name like that?
That's what I thought it was. I thought they were slandering her name and calling her a diva, which apparently she is, but.
Is it a double meaning because she is a diva? Or was this created in like the 1700s?
Probably the 1700s or something.
Damn, we don't have Merriam.
We need Merriam to look it up.
The comments can be
Merriam for this episode.
But so a prima donna.
Like a prima donna. I'm just gonna look it up. So
Yeah.
I thought it was just.
I have heard it as in the sense of you're being a diva, such a prima donna, but no one would say prima donna.
Yeah,
you'd say diva. But when I have heard it.
So prima donna means, what does prima donna literally mean? First lady.
Oh, she's a diva.
Comes in the opera. It comes from the opera term, first lady, because they were often egotistical, demanding, and flamboyant. The term prima donna came to mean anyone who acted as if they were a world famous talent.
Oh.
So that she's just a prima donna. Like she thinks she's.
Do you think that Madonna
all that
got her
in a
name
second
from that?
Maybe. Probably. I have.
Is that even her real name?
I don't think Madonna's probably her real name. Madonna name.
If you blew up to like Leo level, would you change your name?
So I actually thought about this recently because you went on the Baroque Girls podcast.
Yeah.
And one night when I met Isaiah and Maria for the first time, I went to Isaiah's birthday party and Cash had brought me along. And Cash drove me home with Isaiah and Maria, and I never was like, oh, my name is cool or anything like that. But the entire the car ride home, Isaiah was like, "What's your full name? Alex Tomko? Dude, that's sick. That is a sick name." And I was just like, "Damn, that's cool. Like, thank you, dude." Like, I think I should probably just keep my own name, or I might use my full name. Has my mom's maiden name in it, and that's a little longer, and it's cool. But I always went by my last name. I was a last name kid, so it'd be weird
Yeah.
for me not to use my last name. But Alex, like you guys are the first people in my life to really call me Alex, and I've said that before to you guys. Everybody else used to call me Tomko or Tomko when you quit with Ukrainian friends. It was all just last name kid the entire time.
So your answer is my name is so cool.
Yeah, my name is so cool.
I wouldn't change it.
If I needed to put my name in billboards,
Look at you
I'd be
being
happy
a
to do
prima
it.
donna.
Lily, yeah. Just putting my hair behind my ear. It's a beautiful name, and I'm going to use it on billboards when I'm on them.
But not
you use-
Tomko.
I think I would use Tomko, yeah. I don't know. It just depends on what, I guess. I don't know. I guess it would also depend on if that name was available in, what is it,
Just
SAG-AFTRA?
public.
Isn't that what it is? Like, can't you only use one name?
Nah.
I thought that was what it was.
Put your birth year on the end of it.
Starring Alex Tomko 98.
Don't laugh. I've seen your
my email.
I've seen your email.
That's so normal. That's not the same thing as using it for your real name.
That's not his actual email, everyone.
Yeah, it's also not my
But
actual
he
email.
does
But I have
have
it in
the
involved.
year in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you think about that when you did that? You know, it's like putting your year in your usernames. Like, it's totally fine when you're young, you know,
Yeah,
when you're
yeah.
10 making your email or
Mhm.
whatever. Okay, jarring. Just gonna drink water.
I mean, it's ridiculously hot in this wig.
Is it?
Yeah, holy fuck. I'm sweating my butt off.
Welcome to my life.
I know. I used to have long hair, not this long though.
And not dyed blonde.
I dyed it blonde.
You did?
Not this long, when it was short. Remember?
Oh yeah. Anyway, that's just completely exposing
Yeah, it completely
a part of you.
identifies
It's like someone knows, you know, what your nipples look like. That's something that not
Isn't-
everyone knows.
I think isn't it the same color as your lips? Isn't that for everybody?
I wasn't actually gonna.
But I mean, isn't that the thing?
They do say that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
it's also like they say that your penis head is the same color as your lips. And mine isn't.
Again, I wasn't trying to go down that path today because Sarah doesn't have a penis.
Well, vulva, whatever.
Volvo. Did Volvo think that through?
I think Volvo is like Swedish, isn't it? So I assume the word for vulva is different in the
Of course,
brand.
yeah, of course. I'm just thinking about Americans. But that's such an interesting concept, you know, because
What?
you
Your lips being
one
the same color
letter
as your nipple?
one letter wrong, and you're sending in a mass-wide company email.
Yeah.
Sounds like Volva's new special APR pricing. It's all gone downhill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if you write vulva a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
autocorrects to
it
vulva.
autocorrects.
I mean, the only reason I can't imagine you'd be writing vulva a lot. I don't think anybody dirty talks with the word vulva or anything
yeah,
like that.
I mean, we definitely our timer died.
Oh shit. Well, we can see the recording thing over there. We're like 10 minutes behind that though.
Okay.
So we've still got like another 10 minutes.
Listen, I don't want to talk about the colors of our privates, but I was just trying to say that. What was I? I was trying to say that yeah, you're giving a part of you that no one
Yeah.
needs to know. It's a
Yeah.
very hidden thing. It's like, what color is my thong? No one needs to know that.
Yeah.
But you call customer service, and all of a sudden they know the color of your thong.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, again, when you're a kid, not
It
a
just
thought.
seems totally normal.
You think that you are the most important. That is your whole world.
Yeah,
You think that
yeah.
everyone's 10 years old.
Yeah, you can't see outside yourself.
You don't
at
even
all.
know. You don't even process that someone that's 50 years old was
Yeah.
born 50 years prior
Yeah.
and has a 50-year difference in your. It's just crazy. What was your screen name growing up?
Oh god. It was like something soccer related. Like my AIM name, like my AIM name,
Yeah.
or my AOL name.
Yeah. Did you have that?
Yeah, we did AIM at the end of it. That was
3.
that was like middle school,
Okay.
and that was like you would like try to like aim a girl or something like that, or you would like direct message
Yeah.
and try to like FaceTime or something like that.
Remember the door slam?
Yeah. Well, nobody ever slammed the door on me.
Well, people never
I'm
signed
kidding.
off.
I'm kidding.
People
kidding.
just were
No,
always online.
They were always
whenever
online
you-
for me. Yeah. yeah.
I see.
No,
I see.
I'm kidding. But I never like my friends would like talk about getting in like rooms on AIM more, and I was
Room rooms.
like, groom rooms, like group rooms and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I was like, I just didn't have time like often to do that. Usually, if I had like a crush on a girl, like we would talk on that. But like I was at soccer,
Yeah.
I had like other activities. I didn't like spend a lot of time.
It was just a
online
horny
like that.
place.
Yeah, it was a very horny
It wasn't
place.
really a place to chat.
No. It was. I remember I think in like 8th grade or something, there was a rumor that a girl had like showed like somebody her boobs or something on AIM, and like
You could do that?
I mean,
I don't think they had photos in my day.
we could like group FaceTime in AIM.
No,
Yeah.
that wasn't
Yeah.
not when I had it.
Oh, well, I mean, that was when they had dial-up. Like, they didn't even have cameras back then. Or webcams.
I had a
sorry.
Logitech webcam.
You did?
Yeah.
Did it
That
run on
top
like...
of the monitor?
Did it run on like Steam? Or like... Steam power?
About exposing your age. Anyway, it's on top of the monitor.
Yeah, no, ours were just built into the Mac.
Yeah, they didn't have those.
Yeah, we just had Mac laptops, so it was fine.
Are you ever worried about your laptop recording you?
Yeah. Well, look at it. I have one of those covered.
You do?
Yeah.
I leave mine free.
Well, no,
But I'm never doing
getting
anything in front of it. That's
Yeah, I don't really like, use my laptop like that either.
Yeah. What were we saying? We were talking about AIM, door slams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You never had MySpace?
No, I never had I had Facebook, and I remember when I got my Facebook because my older sister showed me her Facebook, and I ran downstairs onto the family computer, made a Facebook, and then requested to be her friend, like all within like 10 minutes.
Embarrassing.
To be like, oh, I'm so cool. Like, look, I have one too. And like, I was just like,
just let her have her moment.
Hell no.
Her Tomco moment.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, Alex, bye.
Yep, it's gotta be me.
I remember one time on AIM, like back to it being a horny place. I was talking to one of my classmates, and he told me I had really nice clavicles.
What even is a clavicle? Oh, that's your
Like your collar.
collarbone.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I thought,
that's a weird thing for like a child to flirt about.
well, we were teenagers.
I mean, still, teenager, I feel like.
And
Still, it's a child.
I was impressed that I had gotten a compliment because I didn't get very many of those
Cool.
as a teenager. Also, like, yeah, you have a nice smile or you have a nice face, like, you know, any of those things would have also worked, but no.
Clavicles. Such a unique one.
It's really inflated my clavicle ego because I don't think anyone else has gotten that compliment in the history of compliments. No one does that.
I've got gross clavicles. I broke my shoulder, so one like pops up.
So no one's ever complimented.
Nobody ever compliments them, no.
And so, yeah, I did go to class kind of like showing off my clavicles afterwards because I was like,
what, like wearing like tube tops or what?
Yeah, anything that showed my shoulder, or I'd like make my shirts shoulderless.
Oh, you'd cut them?
No, I just pull them down.
Oh.
And I just really try to show them off. But thinking, and I think I probably had this thought like then, but that's kind of a serial killer thing to say.
Yeah.
To be into someone's bone structure.
At that age also, that's what I'm saying. It's weird as hell.
Yeah.
Like you usually say like, oh, you're pretty or you're...
Yeah, I mean, maybe I just didn't have a nice smile. Or maybe I, like, smile? I did, but like, again.
But again, that's not what...
Hey, you have a really nice smile. Like, no, like I like your pinky toe. Like, what?
No, it's weird.
That's odd.
It's very, especially at that age, it's very strange.
Yeah.
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 No,
well, sorry I dachshund you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think I should post my clavicles a little bit more.
I mean, show them off. Apparently they're great. Does Noel ever compliment your clavicles?
He's never complimented me.
Never? Does he even love you?
You know, I do wonder every day.
That's a crazy thing to wonder.
A diaper?
No.
Why is it crinkling so much?
That was a napkin.
Why do you have a napkin?
To wipe my sweaty hands.
You're holding a napkin right now.
Yeah, right now I'm wiping my
Why are you sweating?
Because this is so hot. And
are you nervous?
I was a little nervous, yeah.
You were nervous?
Yeah.
You do this every week.
I know, but I'm not on camera every week.
It's the same thing.
Not really.
You're in disguise. No one actually knows what you look like
now.
That's
true, yeah.
You're just a completely different person. He's wearing a mask of what you guys think Alex looks like.
Yeah. This isn't actually my face. I've got the white dots on my face, actually. We're going to VFX a different face onto it.
Yeah.
A much uglier face. I'm much more handsome in person.
Anyway.
Moving on. Is sweats because I'm sweating?
Yeah, I have a future forecaster of
my armpits
podcast mannerisms.
Gotcha.
And I knew that sweats was
gonna be an issue.
It's gonna be an issue for you. Do your feet sweat?
Yeah, I'm not wearing my socks right now. I took them off like 5 minutes into the
You're
episode.
revealing so much about, like, I'm so uncomfortable. Like, you're wiping your hands with the tissue paper, and
not tissue paper. Do you want to see what I'm wiping my hands with?
No.
No, you do.
No, please. Oh, Chipotle napkin. And you're barefoot right now?
Yeah, I'm the dogs are out.
That's it. You got to tell someone that, because my feet
No,
are
I
down here
don't.
as well. What if we touched feet
Well, you're wearing socks, aren't you?
and slippers?
So then we'd be fine.
But I don't want to touch your feet.
Okay, so I can't wear socks. I can wear socks. Either one, you grill me for.
What do you?
When I was
mean?
in the Noel video, I was wearing socks, and you said okay socks.
I did.
Yeah,
But it made no sense.
yeah, because everybody was wearing socks. Everybody
I
had
know,
socks
but your
now.
socks are just more prominent.
They're just white ankle socks.
They're just like it just felt like that day, like you were nothing but
But
socks.
socks, gotcha. Yeah.
You just were socks. That was a good diss. Okay, socks.
Yeah, no, that was a good diss.
Clearly you remember.
It's
been months.
It's been months and it's stuck in my head.
Well, you're doing great.
Thank you. My toes are
Everyone
gripping
loves
the floor.
you. I really don't appreciate that you're barefoot right now. That is like you're naked in your feet.
Trying to find your foot.
They're very far. I have since moved them to a place that I don't think you can reach.
Yeah, the table is in the way.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
We got more of the episode left, right?
I think so. What does it say on that clock over there?
It says 52.
Oh yeah, so you got like 4 minutes, I think.
Wow, you're so good at math. Listen, I need to talk to you about something.
Okay, and not my feet.
And not your feet.
Mm.
I need to know if when you were a child, were you allowed to wear sweats
Yeah.
going out?
Going out? What do you mean going out? Like out of the house?
Out of the house.
Yeah, for sure.
What about your little flannel PJs?
My flannel I didn't really have PJs. I used to just like sleep in like my underwear.
Don't say.
Or naked. But no, I don't think I mean, I have a pair, but like, yeah, I think I was fine to wear them. Were you not allowed to wear sweatpants out of the house?
Yeah, so my mom
Why?
never let me wear sweats or PJs.
Because it was casual or what?
Yes, and she did not, she was like, we can't present ourselves in that way. You can't wear your pajamas to a store. And I would look around, at all these people, and they'd be in their flannel PJ sets or their sweats, and I'd be like, oh man, look at those PJs. My mom would say, absolutely not, you're not allowed to wear pajamas out to the store.
Wow.
You have to. And I was young, I didn't really understand it, but I saw recently, and I haven't asked my mom about this, I'm positive this is why. It was about, my mom wasn't from here.
Right.
She grew up in Pakistan and England, but mostly Pakistan. And it was coming from a place of, we're not like everyone else.
Of course, yeah.
We have to present ourselves in like the high, your reputation, whatever. And, American families, I would say, didn't have to consider that. They just got to wear whatever they want, and they didn't look lower class or anything.
Well,
but
I assume you felt like you were like representing, like at least your mom did as well.
Yes.
That you were like representing like your people, and that you wanted to look like presentable.
Totally a cultural thing that I didn't even pick up on. I just thought, but it's like there's so many deeper reasons why your parents do those things.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I never even considered that my mom was trying to make sure that we looked presentable and that people didn't kind of undermine us or look down on us or treat us differently for wearing pajamas in a store.
Yeah.
But everyone else was fine to wear pajamas in a store. I was so mad at her for not letting me wear it. But I just feel like as a kid, sometimes you don't really ask why.
No. And even if you do, you don't really understand.
Yeah, like your parents will just be like, because we have to look presentable, and then you don't
who are we
know
presentable for,
but they don't, they're not explaining, the deep rooted cultural issues and all these other things.
You don't get the context of their lives. Like as a kid, you never like get the context of your parents' lives.
Yes.
We talked about this recently. I don't know if it was on the pod or not, but we talked about this recently, where it's like
probably the After Sun episode.
Yeah, maybe, where it's like we don't. Like as kids, like you don't recognize that your parents, this is like the first time that they're doing this too, and then they don't have everything figured out.
Yes.
And so like
to think about how old you are now and to think, okay, my mom would have had 3 kids by now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
If I were that age,
Yeah.
you know, I would have been married by now, and I would have had 3 kids.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about your parents?
My parents, my dad would have had 1 kid by now. My grandpa would have had 3 kids by now. And just thinking about that, like I couldn't imagine. I genuinely could not possibly imagine. I can barely imagine having kids like by your
you
guys'
can barely
age.
get your lunch and eat it not in your car.
Yeah. And I'm supposed to take care of a child,
Yeah.
let alone 3?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Was it just that they were doing more stuff? Like is it technology that's made us more?
I think that,
Are we losing time because of technology, or are we more efficient because of technology?
I think it's more that like we don't feel the pressure to do that yet. Like I feel like for at least my grandpa, like they were like worried about like, you know, we might get drafted to war. So let's start a family. Let's get moving.
No, I know there's the whole pressure thing, but I'm just thinking, are we not as efficient because we are always on our phones? And
I don't think the phone is keeping you from having kids though.
I'm just saying in general, in a daily basis.
Oh.
If you compare your day to your parents' day.
Yeah, okay. I get what
we
you
have
mean.
a lot more stuff that we can do to fill
the time
with our phones and
Yeah.
technology that's exciting, that would maybe keep us from
real life things. Yeah.
Speaking of control.
I can't see the time, but I think
Yeah, I think we're done.
that we're at. Yeah.
Ring, ring.
Oh my God. Who rang the phone?
Who's calling us?
Who's calling us? Oh no.
Who could that possibly be?
Who could that possibly be?
Anyway, thank you, Alex, for joining me today
Of course.
while Sarah's on maternity leave. I'm glad that everyone has gotten to meet you, in all seriousness. That concludes our episode. We are going to continue on in the bonus. If you guys are new here, if you guys came just because you saw Alex's face, then you would know. Well, that's what she said.
Thank you.
Then you would or wouldn't know that Sarah and I started a Patreon. It's
HTTPS.
www.patreon.com/AWSF pod. And we do a 30-minute bonus episode every week. So we're going to keep talking for 30 more minutes. We have some fun, little sneak peeks into the behind the scenes here of AWSF, some screenshots of our group chat, depending on, if you're a bloody supportive friend or not. You're all our friends. All our friends. But we're going to continue doing this in the Patreon. So if you like us and you love us and you want to see more of us, that's where you would go to find more of it. Also, if you are new and again, you just came here for Alex.
Can't imagine you possibly did that.
No, you're in Noel's videos.
True. Right.
Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and leave us a review. Like, write something for us that we'd like to see. Don't write anything mean.
Please don't.
But
we're all very sensitive.
Yeah, we kind of are. No, in all seriousness, we'd love to hear what you think of the show. Leave us a review. It helps other people find our show. Mm-hmm. And when they find it, they go, oh my God, 480 people listen to this.
You guys are awesome. Let's hear more.
And it's got like a pretty high score. Okay. See you later.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
See you next Tuesday. Okay, bye.